want to shift to Justin Herbert. Has anyone been paying attention to Justin Herbert this year? Because I have, and I got to tell you, man, I've watched every single Justin Herbert game this year, watched every single snap of each game, and I got to say, man, I'm impressed. I truly am. Justin Herbert has surprised me. I did not think Justin Herbert would be this good this early at this stage in his career in the National Football League. I had some major questions about Justin Herbert, when he was going through the pre-draft process, and I said not the San Diego Chargers, pardon me. I said the Los Angeles Chargers might have made a mistake picking Justin Herbert with the number 6 overall pick. I was not all in on Justin Herbert. I actually made a video saying that Justin Herbert one day potentially could become a bust. And while every draft prospect pretty much, does have some bust potential, there is rarely a can't miss prospect, even though Joe Burrow and Chase Young were pretty close to it this year, and they've, delivered so far 100%. But here's the thing, man. I had some huge questions about Justin Herbert, and I was not sure that he was capable of becoming the long-term franchise quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers. I admitted that he was going to a good team that had a good roster, a good coaching staff put in place, but I didn't quite know if Justin Herbert would be able to pull through and become the franchise quarterback. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Justin Herbert is going to be a top 10 quarterback one day. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's going to win you a bunch of Super Bowls. Not even saying that he is going to, win a bunch of games this year. But I will say, based on what I've seen so far, I'm impressed. I like what I've seen from Justin Herbert, okay? And the reason why I was very questionable about Justin Herbert during the pre-draft process was because I saw some missed throws at Oregon on a consistent basis. I didn't think he was that accurate. I saw a lot of misreads. I felt that he was more of a one-read quarterback. Didn't see him going through his progressions on a regular basis. And Justin Herbert played 4 years at Oregon, and he did not take the gradual jump year to year that I felt that he should have taken on a consistent basis, okay? I just did not think that Justin Herbert truly flashed enough at Oregon. I felt that Justin Herbert was way too inconsistent, and I actually compared Justin Herbert to a McDonald's burger in the past. I said that when you watch a McDonald's commercial, you see that big juicy burger on your screen, but then when you buy it, sometimes it's not as juicy or as good as advertised on your screen. And I saw Justin Herbert, and I saw a big arm quarterback that had a lot of talent, that had a lot of natural ability, but it did not match the production on the field. That's where I got that analogy from. But I gotta say, that McDonald's burger looked very tasty, in college from time to time. And now I think the final product is there potentially. Justin Herbert, that McDonald's burger turned out pretty well, I should say, okay? It turned out pretty well so far. So, look, Justin Herbert, I'm not all in on Justin Herbert. Not going to crown him, automatically out the gate. But I got to say, I like what I've seen from Justin Herbert. And listen, it's pretty easy to spot who has the capabilities of playing at a high level in the National Football League very early on based on the circumstances to a certain degree. If a quarterback is given a decent chance to succeed in the NFL and they are showcasing immense talent, that shows they potentially can play at a high level for a long time. Example, Joe Burrow. We saw flashes of Joe Burrow in his first game as a starter in the National Football League. The first time we laid our eyes on Patrick Mahomes as a starting quarterback, we were wowed. We said, wow, that guy looks special. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. We said that guy throws the ball differently. Deshaun Watson, his rookie year, he was on pace for 43 touchdown passes. We saw Kyler Murray flash early on in his rookie season. If you want to talk about basketball players, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, these guys looked great early on in their career. It did not take long for us to figure out, these guys are talented and they have the capability to play at a high level in their respective sport. And I see that same thing with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is very capable of playing at a high level. This guy has the requisite size. He's got great mobility. In fact, his first ever career touchdown was a rushing touchdown. And in today's NFL, you kind of have to be able to move around a little bit in that pocket. Justin Herbert moves around very well. He's a very good athlete. And his deep ball accuracy has been very impressive. It's very effortless the way he throws the football at times. At times, it has looked effortless, man. And I did not see that effortlessness enough consistently at Oregon. But he showed off that big arm a lot so far in the National Football League through his first 3 starts. You look at the 53-yard touchdown pass they threw versus the Buccaneers to Tyrone Johnson. You look at the touchdown they threw off his back foot to Jalen Guyton that went for 72 yards. We saw some big-time throws versus the Kansas City Chiefs as well. He was feeding the ball in the tight windows. He was playing very well. And the thing that has impressed me the most about Justin Herbert is his accuracy, his ball placement, his decision-making, and his creativity. So far, Justin Herbert has completed 72% of his passes, 931 yards, 5 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, and a 102 passer rating through 3 games as a starter. This guy, Justin Herbert, has gone head-to-head with Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and played Tom Brady down to the wire. This guy took the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs to overtime. Patrick Mahomes is pretty good, okay? This guy has the talent to be something special in the National Football League, in my opinion, man. And the things that I mentioned that I was impressed about in regards to Justin Herbert, as far as his accuracy, his ball placement, those were things that he struggled with at Oregon. And he has corrected those things so far in the National Football League. So, man, I got to say, Justin Herbert, he looks to be proving me wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. When new evidence presents itself, I have no problem coming on the show and admitting, hey, I laid an egg, I was wrong. And so far, Justin Herbert, his career is off to a pretty good start. I have been very impressed by what I have seen from Justin Herbert through his first 3 career NFL starts. Justin Herbert has the potential to be a very special quarterback. Justin Herbert has shown elite flashes through his first 3 NFL starts, and that's a good sign if you are a Chargers fan, because he has the potential to be your franchise quarterback for the future. Most definitely. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God-blessed day, and I'm out.